got the book together and we're ready to start adding some decorative elements to it. So you want the sides, the side and the ends of your book to look like pages. So I've cut pieces of the craft cardstock. I'm going to hold this up so you can see it. And I score it so that it has page ridges, and then I inked it. So I'm going to show you that. You're going to need 2 pieces, one for each end, that are 2 5/8 wide by 5 inches tall. And then you're going to need one for the end that is 2 5/8 wide by 6 7/8 tall. So we're going to do this on the long one. So you put it in your scoreboard, and I use a stylus, so I'm using the small end, and I start scoring 1/8 of an inch from the edge, and then I skip and score every 1/8 inch down the length. So you put the 2 5/8 into your scoreboard, and then you just score every 1/8 inch. Now you do need a scoreboard that has the 1/8 inch markings like this one. This is a Martha Stewart, and I do think ScorePal now has one that has the 1/8 inch markings. And I just turn it around when it gets to where I can't hold it, and I keep doing those every 1/8 of an inch score marks. Then I flip it so that the ridge side is up, and then I take my ink pad. I'm using the walnut stain color, and I have a new foam on it, so on the inker here, so I'm getting a lot on ink on it. And you're just going to start inking the whole thing. And I don't care if I kind of wrinkle it up a little bit, because I do want this to look like old pages. So I'm getting the ends a little darker here on the side. Really dark here in the center, some of it. So this way the ridges kind of grab some more of the ink. Like that. And I'm going to add some more onto this one. I like it a little darker. And I'm going to go ahead and get this one prepped and ready off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my papers ready. And I went ahead and put my score tape on the back. I'm using score tape because I really want to make sure these stick down and they don't peel up. So I outlined them with score tape. So I'm just going to peel this off. And we're going to cover each side of the book with the pages, or this paper that I have made to resemble pages of a book. So this is an end piece. So you just fit it right in there. A little of the brown will show around the ends and the edges. Garnish that on there, like that. And the long one. So I've picked out my papers, and I am using the Graphic 45 Christmas Carol, and I picked out this red with the dots. Kind of looks like snow, though it's red in the background. And I've measured it to be, so be sure you measure 7 7/8 by 5. I cut 2 of these, I inked the edges, and I went ahead and added score tape. The reason I no longer use glue on my covers and pages, the papers, is even though you burnish really, really well, sometimes depending on your humidity, it can still warp, so I don't do that. I'm going to use the green holly for the spine, and I measured this 6 inches. It gives me the 4-inch wrap and then an inch over, about an inch over, a little less, and it is 7 7/8 long also. And I just put score tape around the perimeter of this one. So I've already peeled the backing off of this one, and we're ready to go. I'm going to turn it upside down and make sure of my placement. Okay, so we're going to put it about right here. And make sure that it's even as best you can. And burnish that down because you have the score tape. And then we're going to turn it over and do the back side. I did have the front open side facing up. We've got a nice covered book spine like that. And you will have to gently fold it up to get the box to open. Okay. And that's what causes it to bounce up a little bit and where you might have to put some weight on it. But you do want it to be able to fold for your book to open. Okay. There we go. We got that covered. And that's going to be all for today. We've got our pages in. We've got the front and the back covered. The decorating I will do last. And so tomorrow, yeah, we'll cover the inside of the box. And then we'll be ready to do our decorating. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.